Welcome back, everyone. This Bigfoot encounter begins on a chilly fall night way back in September of 1996 in the spooky woods of Gunpowder State Park, Maryland. A group of 8 friends decided to hang out at this remote place off I-95 that the locals call the Lodges. The friends were just hanging out in their cars, shooting the breeze about the usual stuff. Who's dating who? Whose car is faster? You know the drill. Some of them may have been indulging in a little underage drinking. At some point in the wee hours between 2 to 3 a.m., an eerie silence suddenly fell over the group. The only sound was the wind rustling through the trees and the gurgle of the nearby stream. But then, out of nowhere, they heard a noise that made the hair on the back of their neck stand up. It sounded like something massive was crashing through the underbrush and hurtling down the steep hill right in front of them. They thought, maybe it's a deer, but as the thunderous sound grew closer and the ground practically shook, they realized this was no Bambi. This was something big, really freaking big. All of a sudden, a huge dark figure came barreling out of the woods and landed with a thud right on the road, barely a car's length away from these scared out of their minds teenagers. 2 of the guys, Brian and the dude telling the story, had the knee-jerk reaction to turn on their high beams to see what the hell was going on. And you know what? They were not prepared for the sight that greeted them. Illuminated in the harsh glare of the headlights was a massive humanoid creature, easily 8 feet tall. This thing was jacked, covered in long, dark hair, and built like a linebacker. But here's the really freaky part. The way the witness describes it, this Bigfoot creature had an almost evil glint in its eye, like it was fully aware of the pants-wetting terror it was instilling and enjoying every second of it. According to the witness, the creature hunched over and sprinted off down the road with astonishing speed. The witness swears he will never forget the sound of its feet slapping the pavement as it ran. He said it was exactly like a human running barefoot on concrete. Can you even imagine how mind-boggling it would be to see and hear a real-life Sasquatch booking it down the street? Wild. After the initial shock wore off, a few of the braver or more foolish members of the group actually got out of their cars to investigate. The witness says an unsettling, strange feeling came over him as he walked up the road, like the very air was charged with some kind of primordial energy. The forest must have still been reverberating with the Bigfoot's presence. So here's where it gets even crazier. Apparently the friends were so freaked out by what they saw that they didn't breathe a word of it to each other for almost an entire year after it happened. Can you believe that? I can't decide if that's a testament to how earth-shatteringly scary this encounter really was, or if these kids were just too embarrassed to admit they all saw the same unbelievable thing. The story is, this wasn't an isolated incident. In the following months, the witness started hearing whispers of other Bigfoot sightings cropping up in the area. There were even reports of gigantic footprints being found in the snow less than 5 miles from the Lodges. It's like this Sasquatch went on a bit of a tour after revealing itself to those 8 astonished teenagers that fateful night.